Welcome back, Forge fans. Grab your coffee, grab your Forge points, and maybe grab a stress ball, because we've got a whole buffet of updates to cover. Some of them make sense. Some of them feel like Inno just spun a wheel of fortune in the office and went, yep, that's the change today. Either way, you need the info, and I'm here to serve it with a side of sarcasm. 1. Fellowship Event 2025. Early Event Balancing. So, apparently the Mercantile Crossing selection kit is a little too good. It will be removed from the Bard's Bazaar offer on Friday. Why? Because the moment it landed in the item store, everyone forgot about the event's actual mechanic and just started drooling over town rewards like kids in a candy shop. To restore the intended design, the kit will no longer be purchasable in the store. Don't panic. It's still in the grand prizes, just like in previous events. Translation: Inno decided you were having too much fun the easy way, so back to the grind you go. 2. New era of great buildings, prestige tiers. Now here's a big one. Prestige tiers were supposed to launch on September 1st on beta, marking a new chapter for great buildings. The goal? To give GBs some much-needed Botox. Let's face it, a lot of them were starting to feel like old relics you only built for culture points. The system would work like this. Every great building starts at copper tier, basically the old normal. A chosen few get to climb into silver and gold tiers, unlocking better bonuses and higher level caps. More GBs might join the party later, once the foundation was in place. The lucky first batch, heavy hitters like the statue of Zeus, Castel del Monte, Alcatraz, and Himeji Castle, because of course, they're always invited. But also some surprises. Lotus Temple, the Kraken, and even the Space Carrier. Yes, your shiny spaceship GB gets blinged out with tiers too. The idea was not just bigger numbers, but sometimes entirely new effects or mechanics, pushing players to invest in more than just the same 2 or 3 meta GBs. On paper, one of the most ambitious updates ever. In practice, well, wait for the next chapter. 3. Great Buildings Prestige. Update Postponed. And here's that next chapter. After a tidal wave of player feedback, some polite, some basically pitchforks and torches, the Prestige tier's release was postponed indefinitely. The devs thanked everyone for their constructive arguments, promised to reevaluate, and that's it. No date, no redesign details, just stay tuned. Translation: the update is now parked in the "We'll think about it" drawer right next to Guild Conquest Update. 4. Quantum Incursions Update. Meanwhile, in Quantum Land, the devs decided to undo their previous adjustments to quantum action points from the Middle Ages QI update. Here's the new math. Capacity: 100,000 quantum action points. Regen: 5,000 per hour. Node interaction cost: 3,500 each. Packages from quantum shards adjusted to fit this system. This will roll out with the next beta deployment. And if you go over capacity, don't worry, the excess points will stay. Finally, a rollback we can actually cheer for. 5. Fall Event 2025. Beta to Live Balancing Changes. Last but not least, the Fall Event 2025. Before it lands on live, Inno made some balancing adjustments. Not necessarily good, but at least different. Let's see if they actually help. Reward pools removal. Old system: 20 slots, rewards change each refresh. New system: 50 slots, rewards stay consistent. No more reward pools, just stable slots. This means less randomness and more predictability. Though it also means if you don't like the rewards, tough luck. They'll be sitting there all event long. Mason marks revisions. Mason marks from mason jars cut down from 70 to 25. Reward costs and manual refresh costs lowered to match. Daily free chest still gives at least 25 with chances up to 100. In other words, the free chest is suddenly more important than before. Whether that feels generous or just stingy with a twist, well, players will decide. Increased discounts. Discounts doubled from 4 to 8 per refresh. On paper, more chances to save. In practice, well, depends what you're trying to buy. Visual enhancements. Visual enhancements. New visual cues to make rewards easier to spot. Translation: fewer excuses when you buy the wrong thing. Event timing adjustments. Grace period after the event cut from 5 days to 1, which means don't blink or you might miss your last chance to spend. Overall, these refinements aim for consistency, clarity, and fewer complaints about the switch from daily specials to the baker's stall. Whether players actually like the changes, well, that's the real test once the event hits live. And that wraps up the latest Forge of Empires updates. Event kits being pulled, prestige tiers promised then postponed, quantum numbers rolled back, and the fall event getting a makeover that may or may not actually fix anything. So, what do you think? Are these changes improvements or just Inno moving the furniture around and calling it a renovation? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm really curious how you see it. If this breakdown helped you make sense of the chaos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next update. I'm PixelPulse, and remember, in Forge of Empires, every time you think you figured out the system, Inno drops a patch note that proves you wrong.